Okay, so first of all, I'll tell you. So whenever you're trying to find any research paper, no, make sure it is the latest research paper, like latest age, if it's 2020, for example, make
Hmm.
sure the research paper is as relevant and as late as possible. As it like if it's published in 2020, even better. So
Hmm.
can you see my screen now?
Hmm.
Okay. So first you want total cost of ownership of vehicle. No? So search for that. Total cost of ownership of electric vehicle. You use Google Scholar like this only, no?
Yeah.
Okay. And then that put plus India. Okay. So search for it. So this will come. Okay. So there's multiple different things. So first what you do, can you see this?
Yeah.
Click since to 2019 for now. Okay, so we already have. Okay, so there are two types of this thing in like in Google Scholar. One of that which says it has a PDF ready, which is very good. You don't have to download anything. Okay,
Hmm.
just right click on this, open a new tab. So let us check it out first.
Hmm.
Right, so let it open. So life cycle cost analysis of diesel in an Indian scenario. So this is relevant to us.
Hmm.
Okay, so see, involves CNG and thing, electric mobility. Okay, so first of all, is this a good journal? I don't think this is a good journal. Okay, but still, let us just see what. Let us see the data because we're doing a review paper,
Hmm.
right? Okay, so this is what they've done. These are the pollutants. Okay, so do you think this will be relevant for you? Total cost of owner, or for this is for public transport. This is like see diesel-based bus transit. Okay, and then they've done electric-based bus transit, right? So they've done everything over here, correct? And then they split it up. So do you think this will be relevant for you?
No, I don't think.
You don't
Why
think.
will be this relevant?
They have two. They have written the cost, right? See, they've written the diesel cost, everything over here, and then they've given the electric bus cost as well. So annual financing charge and all that.
But sir wanted specifically
Okay.
vehicle wise, right?
Yeah. So this is not relevant. So cancel it. Okay. So then
Hmm.
we'll see. Okay. So now this paper, this one sounds like okay, right? It sounds relevant, correct? So what you do is you copy this. Okay. Control C, copy this, and open Library Genesis, the link which I've already sent it to you. Correct?
Yeah, yeah.
Click on scientific articles over here, second option, and Control V. Okay, search it. If it's a good paper, it will be available. So this is not available on Google Scholar. There's another option to get the paper. So generally, what happens is, can you see these versions over here? Yeah,
Yeah.
just click on that. So imagine if it's not there, no? See, both of these have PDF available. Imagine there is no PDF. Sometimes what will happen? The first thing there won't be any PDF. Second link there might be. Okay, so if you don't get it anywhere, look at this in this aspect. Okay, so this both has a PDF, so no problem. So this doesn't have a PDF. So let us look into it and see if we can get the PDF from the website.
One second. One second. Yeah. Tell me. Huh?
See, now we went to the website and we can see the PDF is already available over here. So let us open the PDF and check if it is relevant for us. Okay, India getting cost. So subsidized or no, how? So let us just see. Our main thing is it should have data. This is all policy, correct? Look at that.
Hmm.
This is okay. So we see something over here, correct? So this is the different prices they have, and this is ICE, that is internal combustion engine capex, which is capital expenditure, and electric vehicle capital expenditure. Okay, so do you think this will help you? So they've given what? Okay, so yeah. So do you think this will be helpful for you?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Okay. So another thing I want to tell you is whenever you are finding papers, no, if it even slightly, yeah, there's a like if it even slightly, what you say, coincides with what you want,
Hmm.
just download it. Okay. Okay. Just download it, and later on I'll tell you how to sort your papers. So,
Hmm.
so this one you think you're telling me it won't help you, correct?
Yeah.
Hmm.
But if you think that it's slightly relevant, then it's relevant because it speaks about total cost ownership.
Yeah, so we'll just keep it as it is. Okay. So let
Okay.
us see something else. So the first two links only we got one relevant paper. Okay.
Hmm. Hmm.
So okay. So this is on C. Purchase intention. Correct. So we'll just check this out. And we right. Okay. So this is an HTML. So this means you won't get the PDF, but we'll just open it anyway and check it out if it's relevant for us. If we can get the PDF. This is not a very good journal. Okay. So we won't spend our time. So this is not a very good journal. So we won't spend our time on this. We'll go to the next one. Right. Congestion. Hybrid electric vehicles, total cost of ownership. Can you see this? So we'll just open.
Yeah.
See, this is PDF is already available. You don't have to download anything. Okay, just open a new link, and we'll see if it is relevant for us. Okay, so this is what I've already cited in some of already used this. So I remember that difference between that Mahindra was there and Varna
Yeah.
from this journal. Okay, right. So we'll just go through. See, oh, this is the same paper. This is the same paper. I think so.
Go down.
This is a different. No, this is a different paper. Different paper.
Okay, one second. Go to that graph.
Which one? This one?
Graph.
Which graph?
See, Volvo, Tata.
This one? Okay. So this is live total contribution, total cost contribution to the GDP. Okay. So what does this mean? You need to read it out. But it says the operation phase is for 10 years and cost includes everything. Okay. See, for internal combustion engine bus, it is 50 million rupees. For CNG, it is 37. But for total cost of an electric bus, it's only 33 million. Okay. So this will be relevant, I think. Don't you think?
Yeah.
Even though, like, okay. So keep it as it is. Okay, just keep it as it is. So you have two relevant PDFs. So, and then I'll show you how to sort out your PDF. Okay, so see, already with the first 3 links, we got 2 slightly relevant papers. At least a couple of lines or 3 lines we'll get from that in the final paper. Okay, so now we'll go over here. So transitioning, so a conceptual model for India. So this won't be helpful. This is a conceptual model, right? We are doing a review paper. So we want a real, whatever is available. So this will skip. Design and techno analysis of plug-in hybrid for this is charging system.
This is charging station, yeah.
So it's not relevant for us. This is a report.
Total cost of ownership.
This is a report. McKinsey is a consulting organization. So generally they have very good graphs. So we'll just check it out. The graphs. Okay. So okay. So we already see over here good, beautiful graphs we have over here. Can you see? We have some good data over here with relevant graphs. So this is the overall. This is not relevant to us. So let us. Okay. So we got some more graphs here. So this doesn't take India into consideration.
This can be relevant when we will. I mean, talk about the global scenario after we figure out the Indian scenario.
So you want this, right? So just keep it. So now we have 3 PDFs ready. Okay. So generally, what I recommend is these reports done by these huge consulting organizations, right, like McKinsey or Boston Consulting Group, they have a lot of data which is visually represented in a very good way. So generally, that's why, even though it might not be relevant completely, just have a peep into it, right? And generally, the PDFs will easily be available, see, as it is over here. Okay. So over here, so we can see total cost of ownership. We can see more India in the title itself. So it might be relevant to us. And this is IEEE Explore. So most of the IEEE Explore will be available, or the PDF will be available. So Control C will go here, right? Control V, search for it. Correct? Hopefully, fingers crossed, we might find it. Yes, this is available. Now we have all these options. So now how you're going to get the paper, right? So just, can you see this last column? So mirrors, right? Click on it and just open it. The best part is you'll get the paper. So this is the paper and this, as you can see, it's loading. Okay. So see, move forward in India. So let us see if we can get any data, because that is what we're looking over here. Okay. So this is OEMs and their cost. Electric vehicle. Okay. So this is good. This is good because we can see there's the cost between the comparison between the OEM manufacturer, which is Bajaj, and the 2 internal combustion and EV.
This is good. Yeah.
Correct. So yeah. So and we can see a graph also here. What is this cost structure of a convention? This is also very relevant to you, right? Cost.
Yeah.
See, they split it up. So this is relevant. We don't have to look into it again. So now we have 4 PDFs. Can you see? Okay. So can you see my tabs or no?
Yeah, I can see that.
So these 4 PDFs we have ready. Okay. Now we'll go back. Right. Okay. Range, cost effectiveness of plug-in heterogeneous an expanded. Okay, so this will definitely be relevant to us because they've taken a
An
total
expanded
cost.
total, yeah. An expanded total ownership.
And the best part is, you know what? This is by the best publisher in the world,
Elsevier,
Elsevier.
yeah, Elsevier, yeah.
Okay, so we'll open this in a different again. So sometimes, okay. So as you can see, this is not an accepted paper. Okay, this is not an like a published manuscript. This is just, can you see over here the watermark, accepted manuscript. Okay.
But it will be published, right?
It will be published, but the problem is the way it is represented. No, it won't be eye pleasing. But we are not like when you're reading it, it might be an eyesore. But no problem. We'll just continue. Okay, so we can see. So we'll see. We basically want data, literature review. Okay, so we already have over here. Correct. So what they've done is it's almost like a review paper. See the reviewed papers, your research over here. Can you see this? So they've already reviewed some paper, and then they've seen like what is the different total cost analysis of PHEV, means plug-in hybrid electric vehicles and battery electric vehicles.
Yeah. This is relevant, I guess.
Yeah, relevant. Okay, so just scroll down. Okay, so this is beautiful. So this will help you a lot.
Yeah.
Correct. Total cost ownership.
Yeah.
Right, and they've given the different cities, the driving average. Okay, and
but is this for India?
There's no India. This is generally for China. When you see these cities are all in major cities in China.
Yeah.
Okay, but if you so now see here they've taken everything into consideration. Okay, including the battery size and whatnot. Okay, and
this can be relevant for policy making. Okay.
I already have for policy making, so now we are just concentrating on yours. Policy making, we already figured it out, no? Yeah. So do you want? Okay, so see this. You can see this. It's a very relevant graph, but it's for China.
Yeah. So what do I do with this, bro?
Okay, so what do you do with this? So we'll just keep it for now. We'll discuss about it later on. Okay. So we'll just go back. So this is for only the first page. Can you see? I generally recommend you go up to 15 pages. Google results. So I'll show you the second page so that you're even more you're aware of it. So SWOT analysis, that is strength, weakness, opportunity, and maybe I don't know what is C. Okay, but no problem. Now can you see a study of automobile revolution and future of electric vehicles in India? Future. Okay, so that means there is some prediction in it. Okay, so let us just peep into the paper, because generally we don't prediction, right? We discussed that. We generally want the current.
Maybe while predicting, they have given some current scenario.
Correct. So that is why we'll just open it. Okay. Okay. So this is a decent. This is Cooper's Index Journal. Can you see this?
Yeah.
But it's a decent paper, so we'll just see. If there's no relevant data, we're not even considering it. Okay, so we'll just scroll down. So again, you don't have to waste all the time reading this. Just check the graphs. You want the graphs mainly over here, no? Okay, so there's nothing over here. There's only one graph which is also gotten from somewhere else. As you can see, this is not even their own data.
Live.
So we are not going to even break our head. And already this is not a very good journey. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So now next one. So first one. Who will buy electric? Early adopters. Machine learning. This is using some tool to predict the thing. We don't want that. Okay. Okay, so adoption of literatures. Okay, right. So this is a literature's review and prospects of sustainability. Okay, so but it's from Elsevier, so we can have a look into it, and it's a good journal. The journal which we might be targeting, Journal of Cleaner Production. So we'll open it. Okay. Okay. So so this one. Okay, so then what will happen is, as you can see, this you have to pay now. Correct. Get access means you have to pay.
So I'll go to Library Genesis.
Library Genesis. So just copy this. But sometimes that doesn't come. So then you're a little unlucky. Then you have to find out another method. Okay. See, this is not available in Library Genesis because it's in 2020 only it got released. Okay. So then you have to find an alternative May. So remember I told you this. So just have a look at this. Okay. So both of it is not available, but this is from the US government. So we might be lucky in the sense that it might be a free, since it's a government website, right? And can you see any PDF over here? Can you see any PDF? You can see only citations. DOI. So just let's try DOI. Okay, it's going back to this thing. Okay, so this one we don't have. Okay, we cannot get access to this article. See, it says you have to purchase the PDF. So now what will you do is, generally what I do is, I'll try to get it from someone whose institution has access to Elsevier. Okay, our college also has access to Sense Direct, if you know. Okay, so we can just mail them and ask them for the paper. So do you want this paper?
But for that, I need to know what are the graphs.
Yeah. So okay, so we can see the graphs of your best part. Can you see all the figures? Yeah. So we can see this. You can see the tables as well, but you cannot open. You try to figure it out.
I don't think it's relevant. What is third and fourth and fifth?
Which one? Okay, so if this is not relevant, just read this. So this is free, right? So you can just read this, the abstract, and try to figure out if it might help or be helpful for us. Okay, this study referred to integration 329 articles across all Scoopers Index journals. Okay, it comprises various anecdotes in data.
Yeah, it's not relevant, bro.
Okay.
It's policies again, but I don't know whether go down.
Huh? You
It's
want me
fine,
to
it's fine.
open that again?
No. It's fine.
Okay. Okay. So sometimes you might not even get it. Okay. So then you try this first. I'll give you two versions. Sometimes it might be there if you're lucky. If not, then yeah. Or if it's not there in both the thing, then you're unlucky. Or if you want to get it badly, you can contact your friend.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is okay. So this is just challenges. We don't want challenges. We already know the challenges. Correct? So this is not going to be helpful for us. This one you've already reviewed this paper, if I'm not wrong. Correct? Near-term incentives. Yeah?
Okay,
I'll
go
show you
at the
PDF.
last one, bro. I think the last one is very relevant.
This one, you already have it, no?
Last one.
This
No,
one?
I was talking about the last one, bro. I have go down.
This is the last.
Hey, bro, this was not the last. Go down.
This is the last.
The cost effective okay, that is the last. Okay.
So you want me to check this, but this is again integrated my community microgrid, which is completely irrelevant to us.
Yeah.
The only thing which is there is cost and Indian. That is what it is showing. Okay, fine. So this is priority attribute. Okay. So same way you have to just keep on going. This is basically perseverance, bro. You just keep on checking until you've got a few more. Okay. So approach.
Bro, see, that is the problem, bro. I mean, even I was checking. I mean, I didn't find any paper which has given an analysis on.
So you won't get it directly. No, nothing will be spoon fed. So what you have to do is again. So now we have 4 or 5 PDFs. No, just mix and match. That's all you can do, right? It won't be. Sometimes you might not be lucky that you might get relevant data. So then you've got to mix and match. Like how this person had done. No, I'll show you. One of the things we saw, no, where he compared the different papers and he gave the prizes. Where was that? This
that
one.
is, yeah, that was relevant. Yeah.
Correct. He's compared the different papers and he's put the prizes together. This is the paper, I think. Yeah, this was the paper. See, what happens is if they don't get direct table, no, you've got to put in multiple tables. You have to got to combine multiple tables, like how this person has done. I just saw it over here. I remember. See over here. Can you see? So you just see he's given almost 8 papers. He's given over here, because he didn't find one relevant paper. Okay. Understood?
Yeah.
Okay. So same thing. So now you've got to keep on doing this till you get at least 15 to 20 decent paper or highly relevant papers. Okay. So now you've gotten the papers. Imagine you've gone to 15 sheets. Okay. You've gone through 15 sheets. Now what? So now I'll just stop sharing. I'll show you what I do with my papers generally. Okay, so just give me a minute. I'll just open it and show it to you. Okay. So I'll share my screen. Can you see this? Can you see my file explorer?
Yeah.
Okay. So now I've divided based on the already we've studied. So imagine I'm doing policy currently, no? So I click on policy. So what I do is, first what I do is, okay, I'll just show you an example how it looks generally. Okay, so this is all the papers I've downloaded, which might be slightly irrelevant. Do you understand? Okay, now what I'll do is, I will go through individual and take at least half an hour to 1 hour on each paper. Okay, and if it is relevant, no, I'll start naming them like this. Can you see these numbers?
Yeah.
So what happens is, okay, so I'm not going to take any notes. The only purpose of this exercise is to make sure to eliminate all the unnecessary literature. Okay, because when we are getting the papers, we want to get, well, I told you, we'll get 20, 30 papers.
Yeah.
Okay, but at the end, relevant might be left with only 15 or 10. But that, is 100% relevant to us. Okay. So then start naming your PDFs as it is, and then you go into each PDF. Take a couple, like once you've gotten your papers, right? So this is my paper for policy in China. Can you see? This is the Chinese policy. I've got almost 19 papers over here. Okay, and I've got a few books. The books have not yet gone through it. Once I go through it again, I'll name it in that ascending order. And I will then every day one paper I'll go through and I'll exactly know. So whenever I'm then I'll take notes, right, on Word. Then I'll put paper 0. These are the different things which I got. So then in the end, when I'm combining everything, imagine 32. So paper 0, 32. I'll give an example. Okay, so if I'll open paper 0 and I'll go to 32 and I'll know, okay, this is the thing, this is the reference I need to reference in my final sheet. Fine. So now you understood how it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so now, so the second thing I forgot to tell you, I'll just share my. Okay, so now you've done only 20. Okay, so another thing to remember is done only since 2019. Okay, so then after that, click to 20 since 2016, go through 15 pages again. So this will only take you 3 to 4 days. This whole exercise, understood? See, then you might find something which is really good. Total cost of ownership in US, UK, and Japan. If that interests you, check how they've found out the total cost, what tools they've used, correct? And see if you can get the data on the internet and use the same tools and make your own table. Understood? And this is from Elsevier. So this means the math is sound. Okay. So that is what you need to do. So first do it since 2019. If you got more than 20, 25 papers, okay, well and good. Then you don't have to go since 2016. You don't have to go lower because all the data you got is relevant. Yeah. Okay, but just check once since 2016 because there might be something which is highly relevant. But the problem is in electric vehicles, every year there's a monumental change, exponential change. Okay, so that is another thing you need to keep in mind. So the newer topics you deal with, try to keep it try to set a deadline, a threshold of maybe 2018 or 2017 maximum. So that the technology and the data and the information you're giving is not outdated, not antiquated.
Got it.
So now So now this is only one of the combination. Okay. So put cost of ownership, electric vehicle plus India. Okay. The best part in Google Scholar is, can you see this slightly purple? Can you see this different color over here? See, this is blue and this is purple, no?
Yeah.
So purple means you've already opened it.
Hey, that I know.
Yeah. So that's what. So do try different combinations and just see if you by mistake like the filter. Some papers might have skipped through the filter, no? So just look at like this: cost of ownership of electric vehicle in India, ownership cost of electric vehicle in India. So do these different this thing.
Got it.
So that will take it. That's all. So this then So once you come over here, no. So once you come to this aspect, right? After this, it'll take you only 1 month maximum to make your paper ready. Once you figure out everything, once you have all the data, literature ready.
Yeah.
Okay. So now I'm 100% sure that every one of these 19 papers has something which I need. Okay. So that's what. So when you okay. So now remember, I told you, we'll go back to our PDFs.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll go back to our PDF. Save all the PDFs now. So imagine you use LibGen, no? Can you see this floppy disk option? Right? Just click on this. It'll save it to a particular file and then go through it how I taught you. So is it clear now how to do it?
How do you save this? Show me also.
Okay. So do you see a small pop-up window?
Yeah.
Okay, so then make a new file and save it.
Okay.
I'll just send you all these links on WhatsApp. Okay, so you can save it and you follow the technique I taught you.
Yeah.
Fine. So now, do you have any doubts regarding this?
No doubt. No doubt. I understand.
Okay, so this is So this will only take you at least 2 weeks, and in that process you'll find multiple papers which are related to other pillars as well. Like I
Yeah.
sent it to you, no. So this is like an overall. It's a very tedious exercise, but it is highly required. We need to do this. You need to put in that this is the boring work. But once you put in the boring work, the rest of things will become very easy for you.
Yeah. I understood.
Okay, so now every day at least half an hour if you spend, no, some 5-6 combinations you try for total cost. Okay, you'll definitely get at least 20 highly relevant papers at the end.
From
Okay.
there, I need to get the data, right?
Yeah, once you have the data, you don't have to worry about anything. No, correct. Once you have the data, then you can take your own sweet time because you've got all the relevant information which is available on Google Scholar. Correct.
Okay.
So then you can take your own time and you can do it. Understood?
Understood. Understood.
Okay. So if you want, maybe some other time, no, I'll teach you like how to figure out a relevant paper. What you do is you do this exercise. Okay. You give me 5-6 papers. I'll show you how to find out if it is relevant or not. Understood?
What do you mean?
So now you understood how to get the papers.
Yeah.
Right? Now to how to segregate the papers, whether it is relevant or not, how are you going to do that? That one also I'll just show you once so that you're also aware. You also know it, but I'll just show you my technique so that you're aware of how I do it.
Okay.
Understood? So once you think you've scoured through, you've gone through Google Scholar and you got all the
Yeah,
papers.
I will again ask you that.
Yeah, then you send 5-6 papers. One day I'll teach you that also. What tools I use, correct?
Yeah.
How do I keep track of all the papers and all of that?
Yeah, cool. Okay.
Okay. Fine. So, and I've also sent you a video link as well.